Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, I am Anna Maria and you are watching Miracle Orchids, the place you can learn everything there is to know about growing orchids. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to show to you the orchids that I have in bloom in the month of April. It will be a rather short video because I don't have really all that many orchids in bloom this month, but I have a lot of spikes, so let's get started. Here in front of you I have the gorgeous Miltoniopsis Princess Diana. Here is her tag. She has two spikes and her blooms are not yet all of them completely opened. You can see that here in the back I still have a little bud which is opening, but I have a total of 10 blooms, which is quite amazing for a Miltoniopsis orchid. I am quite delighted of my display. Unfortunately, you know that well, fortunately or unfortunately, depends how you look at it, you know that I'm giving my orchids some supplementation with silicone, and the leaves are a lot more sturdier. They are a lot more resistant to pests, to heat, to cold damage, so they are a lot more stiff, let's say. And here is what happens. This leaf really stays in the way of my display, and this one as well. And yeah, I kind of tried to pull towards the front the spikes. You can see there, not really on the best display. They are rather crowded, but very beautiful blooms. They are quite large. As you can see, I have all sorts of purples, pinks, whites in there. Here I have the gorgeous waterfall, the red waterfall with the surroundings margins with white, and the all present yellow inside. This orchid is amazingly fragrant. She kind of fills my entire room with her fragrance. It smells like roses, and I cannot really identify all the components in her scent, but it is very fragrant. It is a very pleasant smell, and it reminds me of spring flowers, let's say. Very nice one. Next, here we have the amazing Vanda Roll On Red. We can see that the blooms are rather small, they're waxy, they're perfectly red. It's not a different shade. It is an amazing one, but it is not yet in full bloom. We can see that the spike still has a lot more buds to open. This is the first time this orchid blooms for me. I have bought it last year with a severe nitrogen deficiency that was displayed by yellow leaves. Now they are a lot more green. She did grow quite a lot of fruits, and I can see she is quite happy. A few months ago she tried to push up this spike, but it dried up, but now she is growing these ones. It is supposed to be fragrant, but I don't think it is yet really fully adjusted in my environment, because this orchid is coming from Malaysia, I think. So yeah, it is growing in a glass vase which I painted myself, and she quite loves it. She is growing in a, let's say, semi-waterculture method, but it is not the normal version of semi-hydro, because I'm watering her once every 7 to 10 days, and then she stays here to soak for 1 day, 2 days, sometimes 3. It really depends how I have time to dump the water out. Next, here we have my Vanda Pachara Delight. It has two spikes. I will try to show to you. One in here and one is just starting here to poke up through the leaves. It is again growing in a glass vase in water. It really loves it. It blooms constantly for me, about 3 to 4 times a year, with usually 2 spikes. And here I have in waterculture another pretty Phalaenopsis harlequin. It is this, oopsie, it's this one here, the Phalaenopsis harlequin, and it really looks nice. I don't really have a way to show to you the full display, but it is very pretty. She loves the natural sunlight in here. She loves the water. She is growing a lot of roots, and I want to say that at first when you transfer your orchids into water culture, they will need some time to adjust. Some roots will die, and it is very important then to completely clean the dead roots to freshen up the water. But then when the level of water gets more down, I just fill it up. I don't really completely change the water because I don't really have time. My legs are hurting me a lot. I had an accident in the past and I don't really like all that much to stay on my feet, so it does seem to work because that is what I have been doing for the past 6 months, and the orchid is very happy. You can see it has a lot of root tips. The roots which are in water are also growing nicely. She's pushing up a new spike, so it is a happy orchid. And she's pushing up more and more buds from the tip of the spike. Here we have the Phalaenopsis Cleopatra, a very pretty one. It seems that it is finally, or I thought she finally wants to take a break from blooming, but I can see that she again will start to push up more buds from the tip of the spike. Here is the same situation, and here is the lovely orchid. She is growing new leaves, roots, really happy. My orchids do seem to love a lot this spring. They are pushing up so many buds and spikes. I am very happy for them. And we can see it is the same situation. The algae in the water does not seem to harm at all my orchids, so I will just stick with this method. Here I still have two poorish looking blooms from my Phalaenopsis Rio Grande. I thought they will fade, but they didn't. So yeah, it is growing nicely, but I managed to burn a leaf. Here I have the little and pretty Phalaenopsis J-Hose Pink Girl that I got from Dani. It still has these two blooms, but it is not fragrant. Well, I will take my words back because it does seem she has a slight fragrance, very fresh one. Quite nice. I hope that next year I will have a better display though. Here I have a little African Violet, a white one. I don't even know how I got her because all I had in the past were pink ones, so yeah. Here I have another Phalaenopsis orchid, a reddish one, let's say. This one, it is blooming from some old spikes from the tip, and they look quite nice in here. She is growing in water culture. She is not yet all that healthy, but I hope that now that spring is here, she will start to push up more roots. And look what I have in there. It is my gorgeous and huge Cattleya Iwanagara Apple Blossom Pink. She is amazing. I just love her blooms, and she has a lot of spikes. I think she has 5 spikes, and for the moment she is staying in here. You can see how huge she is. She does seem to be quite healthy. You can see how many roots she has. They are all going inside the media. I moved her into a bigger pot because I just didn't want to divide her. So that is that. Really pretty one, very fragrant. You can already see 3 of the spikes, and she has 2 more. I will take her a bit down to see what it is happening in there. Here I have a lovely bud from my Paphiopedilum Pinocchio. Here I have 2 spikes from an orchid, a species, an Oncidium. The Oncidium, Euriclean. This is supposed to be a yellow one, and a very pretty one actually. And here it is the last one which I wanted to show to you. This is a lovely and little African Violet. I just love her blooms. They are so dainty and curly. And she has one more bud in here. I have received this one as a gift from a friend from another city, from Romania, a few months ago, and there were only a few very small leaves, so I'm quite happy how she grew. It's not a huge blooming, but it is her first one, I think, so she looks very lovely. So alright guys, this has been the video for today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching and see you all next time. Bye!